But
You're not thinking about the work of the devil, which
Yeah.
is what's happening right now. We're currently in a fight of good versus evil. It's genuinely that serious. This is whether it's the Bible or the Quran or any superhero movie, this is the battle of good versus evil. And anybody who's sitting who doesn't see that, every armed conflict on the planet, the conflict for our minds, the way the Matrix is attempting to control us, this is genuinely a battle of God versus Satan. And if you think that you can just sit idly by while these two titans go to war and you're not going to end up caught up in the crossfire, then you're absolutely and utterly ignorant at best, a coward at worst, and I think it's most likely cowardice. We're in the middle of the greatest battle that humankind has ever faced, and unless people stand up and actually try and fight hard for good and for God, then we're going to end up in absolute tyrannical slavery.
I think that if not enough people stand up, I do think it's genuinely a battle of good versus evil. I think it's simple as that, Dan. I think if someone's not standing there saying this is wrong, then evil wins. Think how many things they're already purporting on our children in the Western world. Imagine if no one stands up, and very few people do. Imagine if no one was. Imagine how fast it would accelerate. This is genuinely a battle of good versus evil. Dubai is insulated, Eastern Europe semi-insulated, certain parts of the world are. But if you go to America and send your kid to school and read the shit that they're going through on a daily basis, it's fucking evil. Someone has to stand up and fight this stuff. Who's genuinely pushing the world in a positive direction. So for that reason, you will be canceled. We've now reached a point in the society where it's so clearly a battle of good versus evil. Not many people understand. This is not just about social media accounts or watching somebody who's get canceled or somebody's channel. This is genuinely about good forces for the world and evil forces for the world. This is genuinely about God and the devil. When you're sitting here as a good force for the world, they will just try and destroy you in real time.
Shalom, Yahshua. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakurash. Double honor to the elder and apostle of Green Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Today's lesson is going to be on good versus evil, pretty much. And the reason I used the Andrew Tate clips is because there's not a lot of people who bring out this truth. And of course, he doesn't have 100% of truth. Of course, he's still in the world. He's flawed in many ways. His understanding is flawed in many ways. But for the most part, what he says is true. His ideology around the world is for the most part true. Apart from some certain things. But there's not gonna be people with his type of money and his type of fame and who are willing to say stuff like that. And we see firsthand that he's going through his own through the what he calls matrix. You know, um, they said that first they cancel you, then they put you in jail for something you didn't do, and now they're gonna kill you. And he survived the first two, so he believes that they're gonna kill him, and they just might. Because these elites are some different, man. These elites, and he's not even pushing the 100% truth. Imagine us who are pushing the 100% truth of the Bible. How much danger we're really in, you know. This is Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart. So, it's lucky for the interruption, but you know, this is Jeremiah 3:15. I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And pastors, really mean like shepherds, like prophets, and that's what we're doing. We're out here preaching the truth of the Lord, fighting evil, because this really is truth versus evil, good versus evil. This is truth versus lies. When a small group of people rebel against a large society of wickedness, of course we're gonna look like the weird ones. Of course we're gonna look the evil ones. We're gonna look like the ones who don't know any better. We're gonna look like the ones who want this society corrupt, and we do want this society corrupt because it's not a good society. It's built off of lies. It's built off of manslaughter. It's built off of just horrible things and wickedness. You know, and it promotes wickedness. Right? What's today's month? That's all I have to say. Who's celebrating this month? Who who's celebrating this month? I said in my previous video that this month was supposedly the mental it's like it, men's mental health awareness month. But you don't see that anywhere because nobody cares about men in this society. Nobody cares about men. What men have to say. It's all about women and the alphabet community in this society. But this is Proverbs 22:17. Bow down thine ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. And heart means mind. Okay, so to those few who are really out there in this truth and sincerity, the Lord is, you have a real big blessing because the Lord gave you that. The Lord gave you that opportunity to to save yourself, to be saved, to have salvation. Not everybody has this opportunity. Alright, so even if you come across this, any brother's video, not just mine, not just any brother's videos, that's a real big blessing. It's a calling. It's a call that the Lord is giving you. You know, I saw a comment on a YouTube video not too long ago at all. Well, actually, it was a pretty long time ago. But I was watching one of the oldest videos. I believe it was nowadays. I forgot which brother it was, but it was a brother from Great Millstone. And in the comments, there was someone that said, it was like, oh, I just stumbled across this video. Like what is all this stuff? And it was a random dude. It was a random person. The Lord sent him there to be on that video. That was his calling. You know, and we were right here, preaching the truth of the Lord, for the Lord, and the Lord is gonna bless us, and Lord willing, we save out of this. This is Jeremiah 29:15, because ye have said, the Lord Yahweh Shai hath raised us up prophets in Babylon. And Babylon is America. There's gonna be prophets in Babylon, raised in Babylon. We've had to live through this shit. We had to be raised through this shit. We've had to be we were so deep rooted in this wicked ass society, and when the Lord brought us out, we sensed some type of relief. Like the water Habashimashai, that this society isn't gonna go on for much longer. But I didn't have much to say today. I just wanted to quickly bring that out. Make sure that this is a battle between truth versus lies. This is a battle between good and evil. This is a spiritual battle, and only spiritual-minded individuals will fight and win. So continue to fight the good fight of faith, and with that, I want to give our praise and glory to Yahweh Shalom.